Hello, Mr. Fry's geometry class. This is March 12th. We're looking at this quiz over trapezoids and kites. So let's get started. Pause this as needed as you're going through this quiz and turning this in. I'm going to give some thorough explanations and clarifications. We're going to start here at number 27, and we are to find each measure. It's going to be measure Q and measure of angle S. So we have the measure of angle S and Q. So we're going to take 180 and we're going to subtract 41. And when I subtract 180 from 41, I'm going to have the measure of angle Q. Looking for the measure of angle S, I'm just going to take 180 and minus 104, and that's going to give me the measure for angle S. I'm going to post on that. Oh, okay, it's geometry. I see. Okay. Oh, okay. I got to get this tag because he's not here today. All right, sorry about that, folks. Number 28, I have to look for the measure of angle E. I need 180 minus that 17. I'll get that. F is going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing as E. And the measure of angle G is going to be the same as the measure of angle H. Number 29, we are to find the measure of angle H. Both of these, angle H and G, added together is going to equal 180. So then you just take these amounts that are given, add them together to equal 180, solve for x. Once you solve for x, plug that into the angle H equation. So 8 times whatever that value is, minus 2, that will give you the measure of angle H. Number 30, find the measure of angle M. Angle M is down here, and it's going to be 180 minus whatever this is. So we have to figure out what this is first. These two values are equal. Set them equal to each other. Go ahead and solve for x. Once you figure out your x, plug that in to the equation for angle J. 8 times that amount minus 23 is going to give you the measure for angle J. 180 minus that amount of angle J will give you angle M. 31. Find the measure of angle G. G is going to be the same as F. So these two amounts are going to equal 180. So this amount is the same as that amount. So you add these two up to equal 180. Go ahead and solve for x. Once you get the x value, plug that into the equation for f. F and g are going to be the same. So you just plug that amount in. 11 times that amount minus 8 will give you the measure of angle G. 32. WY is going to equal XZ. So we set them equal to each other, solve for x. Get that amount and plug that into the WY equation. 15 times that amount minus 2 is going to equal the WY. 33. That equation, this portion plus this portion divided by 2 equals the midsection portion. So I went ahead and multiplied both this side of the equation and this by 2, and I get this equation. Now you're going to solve for x. 13x minus 4 equals 126. So you add 4 to both sides and then divide by 13. That x value you'll plug into the AB equation that we're looking for, and 5 times that x value plus 7 will give you AB. Number 34. That same equation, this amount plus this amount divided by 2 equals this amount. So I went ahead and I plugged those numbers in, those equations in too, and I multiplied both sides by 2. Now I got to use the distributive property and so on. Get your x on one side, solve for x. Several steps there. Plug that value in for the yz, because we want to know yz. Plug that in for x in that equation, so 5 times that amount plus 1 is going to equal yz. For number 35, we're looking at a kite, and LMN is 36. So LMN is 36. I've noticed I already split it up into 18 and 18 because you know that this splits this into two equal portions, bisects it. KNJ is 54. KNJ is 54. If this is 54, you know that this is 54 up here. And remember, all of these are going to be 90 on the inside. Okay. Find each measure. So for KLN, it's the same. I already marked it. I gave you an answer. Don't tell. All right. So by accident there. LKN is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 54 to find half of it. So if you find half of it, multiply it by 2, that's going to give you the whole thing. So that's the equation that you're going to want to do for LKN. KNM, this whole thing here, I know that this is 54, but I got to add that to 180 minus 90 minus 18. 180, because this is a triangle over here, minus 90 minus 18 is going to give me what I'm left with, plus the 54 will give me KNM. LJM is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 18. 180 minus 90 minus 18. That will give you LJM. Oh, I'm sorry. No, LJM. Oh, I was thinking JLM. No way. Cross that off. Sorry. LJM is, what does that box signify? What is the measurement of a right angle? Put that down here for LJM. Good thing I caught that. JKN. So this little one right here is going to be 180 minus 54 minus 90. 180 minus 54 minus 90. NMJ, we must already know this one. NMJ is, we already know that one's right there. JLM is going to be the 180 minus 18 minus 90. That's what I thought that one was before. And then KLM is the same as KNM. It's going to be the same thing. All right, number 36. We have a kite, right? CD is 21 right there. DF is 18. All right, find CE. So CE is the whole thing. So we're going to find this side first, and we're just going to multiply it by 2 because it's bisected, okay? So in order to find this side first, we use Pythagorean's theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, that's a squared plus 18 squared plus 21 squared. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take 21 squared minus 18 squared to get a by itself, and then take the square root of that. Okay, because we don't want to know what the square root is. We want to know what the square root is. We don't want to know what a squared is. So after you figure out a, multiply that by 2, and that's going to equal CE. We multiply it by 2 because we found this. We need both of these, and that's bisected, so that's 2 times the value. And then for 37, this is a kite. I'm going to set these two amounts equal to each other to figure out what x equals. Once I figure out what x equals, plug it into either one. I plugged it into this one, and that's going to be the same for angle W and for angle Y. So it's the same amount. So these amounts that are the same number, you're going to take 360 because the interior angles all add up to 360 in a quadrilateral, and we have a quadrilateral in a kite. So 360 minus that measure of W, minus the measure of Y, and minus the measure of 46 that's given is going to equal the measure of Z. And that's what we want to find. I really hope this helped, and good luck with your test.